Welcome everybody to Monday Night Raw as we're coming to you live in Seattle, Washington. And of course, we are nearing towards the end of Universe Mode as we do have Raw and SmackDown left to go, and we'll be done with WWE 2K25 Universe Mode. I mean, this will be pretty much the end of Season 5. Nonetheless, Seattle, Washington is tonight's location for the final Monday Night Raw. Not only before WrestleMania, but the final the final Monday Night Raw before WWE 2K26 and the final Monday Night Raw of 2K25. As we are going to be kicking off the show with a face-to-face between two participants that will be battling it out for the Women's World Championship in AJ Lee and Stephanie Barker, and that will take place to kick off Monday Night Raw tonight in Seattle, Washington. Of course, we're kicking off Monday Night Raw tonight with a face-to-face between Stephanie Barker and her WrestleMania opponent in AJ Lee. And of course, what will these two say days before the showdown at WrestleMania? And of course, the match will be taking place on night 2. So meaning these two will meet in 6 days on WrestleMania Sunday for the Women's Championship. And of course, I mean, it's been a great year for Stephanie Barker. And of course, she had a great debut. And of course, she's been on a unstoppable reign since her debut at King and Queen of the Ring. And of course, will this continue past WrestleMania, or will we get a new champion in AJ Lee, who is of course coming off a big return at the Royal Rumble? And there she is, AJ Lee. I mean, you can tell the crowd is not happy in her. I mean, I bet people are not happy about what is going to happen at Mania. Will we get a new champion? Or will Stephanie crush AJ's dream of getting back to the top? I mean, we're going to have to wait and see. Because let's see what these two have to say to each other 5 days before the WrestleMania match. AJ, you do realize who you're facing at WrestleMania. And that is the woman that has had a hot first year. Well, of course, I debuted last summer at King and Queen of the Ring. I won the Women's World title in my first match in WWE. I've beaten Io Sky 3 times. I beat at Money in the Bank, an episode of Raw, and at the Royal Rumble. I beat Gulia at SummerSlam. I beat Becky Lynch at Bash of Berlin. I beat Nia Jax at Crown Jewel. I beat Naomi back at Bad Blood. I beat Roxanne Perez at Elimination Chamber, and I will certainly be adding you to that list. You can think about what it feels like to be back in the square circle in a big spotlight in the women's division. We're doing for the first time since the days of you as the Divas champion. You know, I was the most dominant Divas champion from 2013 all the way till 2015. And of course, I was dominating the division. And of course, now that we fast forward, because obviously I retired in 2000 at SummerSlam 2016. And of course, I lost. I of course put Charlotte over on my way out at SummerSlam 2016. And of course, I returned to the square circle 10 years later at the Royal Rumble. I won the Rumble, and now it is my mission to get back to the top of the food chain here in the women's division for the first time since 2015. Stephanie, with all due respect, you were killing it as champion with big wins against top talents. like a Becky Lynch and Charlotte. But now, your time is long gone. And that will be the case this Sunday at night 2. Where I will be walking out of Las Vegas as the Women's Championship, as the Women's World Championship. And I will be the World Champion in the Women's Division for the first time since my days as the Divas Champion in 2013 to 2015. Oh, that's... Well, keep your promises out of your mouth, because I will crush those dreams from happening. So until then, AJ, think of what you're going to do this Sunday, because at the end of the day, after this Sunday, your dreams of getting back to the top will be crushed, courtesy of Stephanie Vaca. So of course, AJ Lee is making a promise that this Sunday, she's looking to walk out as Women's World Champion and be back on top of the Women's Division for the first time since the days of her as the Divas Champion and her being on top of the Divas Division. But of course, Stephanie Vaca does want to crush those dreams. The question is, will AJ Lee be back on top, or will Stephanie Vaca successfully crush that dream from happening? We'll find out this Sunday as these two will meet this Sunday at WrestleMania Night 2. Live on March 14th and March 15th will be the first pay-per-view, aka Premier Live event, whatever you want to call it, for 2K26, as it is WrestleMania, as WrestleMania will be taking place in Las Vegas between 2 nights. And because you do not want to miss the first PLE of 2K26, named WrestleMania, coming your way on Saturday, March 14th and March 15th, respectively, live on YouTube. As we're back live here on Monday Night Raw, as we are getting ready for AJ Styles versus Charlie Dempsey. And because AJ Styles, because he has an open challenge coming up this weekend, and Charlie Dempsey will be challenging Javon Evans for the Cruiserweight Championship. And because AJ Styles, because he does have an open challenge at Mania, well, Charlie Dempsey will be challenging for the Cruiserweight Championship. And of course, AJ, what could be on his mind tonight, considering the Roman, not only he's got a match against a mystery opponent this weekend, but because he's got the focus on his opponent in Charlie Dempsey late here tonight on Raw. And of course, we may as well run down what is taking place here tonight. And obviously, we do have Via Hell versus Lyra Valkyria later tonight. And then of course our main event, the champions versus the challengers for WrestleMania. And his opponent is Charlie Dempsey, as it's the first time these two are sharing the ring here in WWE. And guys, you can tell, crowd really wants to have nothing to do with both men. Guys, who do you got winning? AJ Styles or Charlie Dempsey? First time ever. Here we go. Match begins. Bell rings. As AJ... Parlay kick connects. As Charlie Dempsey bringing it to AJ Styles. Oh, more chain wrestling between both men. More chain wrestling. As AJ crossface maneuver. As AJ going at it with Charlie Dempsey. As, Styles got back to his feet. Terrible timing there by AJ Styles. They are now trading blows. There we go for the pin. Kick out. Kick out there. As they're now going at it at ringside. AJ Styles and Charlie Dempsey. As what is on AJ's mind here? Oh, Charlie Dempsey reverses. Can AJ beat the count? Oh, maybe there could be a possibility. And he does beat the count. This has been a hard-hitting match so far here on Monday Night Raw. Of course, with WrestleMania this weekend, as Charlie Dempsey going to try and go for the pin. Kick out. Kick out there once again. Another kick out. This could be it. Kick out by AJ Styles. Kick out. As AJ reversal there by Charlie Dempsey. Reversal there. That's what is on Charlie Dempsey's mind here. As they are once again trading blows. As if they haven't done it enough in this match here. Oh, that was a terrible timing. Uh-oh, this could be it after that botched maneuver. Kick out. As AJ Styles. And Charlie Dempsey beats AJ Styles. And of course, Charlie Dempsey just got the biggest upset of his career. And of course, he gets the win here tonight. Good match here. And of course, could we be looking at Charlie Dempsey walking out of Las Vegas as the new Cruiserweight champion? We're going to have to wait and see. And of course, good match between him and AJ Styles here on Monday Night Raw tonight. As we're walking around Charlie Dempsey's mind going into WrestleMania, we'll have to wait and see as he gets the win here on Raw tonight. Hello everybody, it is me, the Raw GM, Adam Pearce, and I'm here to make a lot of announcements. And of course, we are getting closer to the end. And I mean, all I can say is it has been an incredible ride. But of course, I'm here to announce some more matches for WrestleMania. And of course, let's start off with what happened with the World Tag Team title scene, as last week the New Day and the Usos went into a double countout. And of course the Motor City Machine Guns hadn't defended those titles since Bad Blood. So as of right now, I am making a big announcement that at WrestleMania, the Motor City Machine Guns will defend against the Usos and the New Day in a triple threat ladder tag team match for the World Tag Team Championships. And that's going to be a big one. And I mean, even though if it's the same one we've been seeing we saw at Bash and Berlin, but except with Fraxium, I mean, it won't matter. And of course, Motor City Machine Guns will defend in a triple threat tag team ladder match with the Usos and the New Day. My next announcement about WrestleMania, of course, with what's been going on over the last few months with Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Fallon Henley, Jacy Jayne, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte, it is clear that I think there's one way we can sort this out. Becky, now, cause if you guys don't know, Fallon Henley and JC Jane won their tag team match against the Kabuki Warriors at Saturday Night Main Event. So therefore, what is about to happen is, at WrestleMania, we are going to have a triple threat Tornado Tag Team TLC match with Becky Lynch and Charlotte defending their Women's Tag Team Championships against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez and Fallon Henley and JC Jane. And in my final WrestleMania announcement, Sol Ruca is without an opponent for the grandest stage of them all. And of course, we do have Via Hell versus Lyra Valkyria coming up. But I'm about to add a catch to that match. And that the winner of the Lyra Valkyria versus Via Hell match will challenge Sol Ruca for the Women's Intercontinental Championship this Sunday at WrestleMania Night 2. As of course, the Women's Tag Team TLC match will be on Night 2, while the World Tag Team Ladder match will be on Night 1. And of course, Sol Ruca's title defense will be on the Night 2 WrestleMania card. And of course, that match with Via Hell Lyra Valkyria will happen up next here on Raw. So that's a big announcement there by Adam Pearce. He has announced two tag team title matches for WrestleMania. But of course, he has added a caveat to the Lyra Valkyria Via Hell match that's coming up, where the winner of that match will challenge Sol Ruca for the Women's Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. Question is, who will Sol Ruca defend? Via Hell or Lyra Valkyria? We'll find out as Lyra Valkyria and Via Hell will meet for the rights to earn a shot at Sol Ruca's Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. And that match will take place up next here on Raw. As you can see, we are back live here on Monday Night Raw, as this is a Women's Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders match between Lyra Valkyria and, you guessed it, the meme in Via Hell. I mean, Via Hell may go down a big meme this series. Via Hell has had endless opportunities to get her hands on the Women's Championship, but things didn't go well for Via Hell, and because now she has an opportunity to get a shot at the Intercontinental Championship, but it's only if she can beat her opponent tonight in Lyra Valkyria. And I mean, can Via Hell even finish her story? I bet only time can tell. Because she's got no chase you up her sleeve, so this could be a chance to get into the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Because Lyra Valkyria, because she did have a shot at the WWE Women's Championship this series. I believe it was against Liv Morgan at the Backlash at the Backlash event, where she came up short. And because, I mean, she had endless shots. Well, I mean, I believe she had some shots at Jade Cargill's Women's World Championship when they were both on the Raw brand 2 years ago, in late 2024. But then things didn't go well for Lyra Valkyria. And now you fast forward to now. Well, Lyra Valkyria is, of course, trying to earn a shot at the Women's Intercontinental Championship, considering she's failed to win the big one. Could it be a time where it happens? Only time can tell. Who do you got winning? Via Hell or Lyra Valkyria? Let's get into this match here between both ladies. Match begins Via Hell. We're also by Lyra Valkyria as Lyra. We've also done by Via Hell. Oh, drop kick off the apron as, I mean, Via Hell missed her timing. As, of course, it is a cat and mouse tactic here. She's going on the arm of Lyra Valkyria. Via Hell on top. As Via Hell, with full confidence, she wants to get a shot at the Women's Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. Oh, they are now trading blows. As that's the moment we all been waiting on, folks. Uh-oh. Via Hell. Oh, the trading blows did not go well for her. But could this be the pin? Kick out. Uh-oh. This doesn't end well for Valkyria. As Via Hell heading to the middle rope now. Another kick out. Uh-oh, this could be it for Via Hell. Kick out. Uh-oh. This could be it. Live Valkyria going for the pin. Kick out. Uh-oh, Lyra going for a comeback. Uh-oh, come on, lock time. You know, she could just use the counter tactic to get a shot at the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Oh, Lyra Valkyria reverses. I guess she wants to go to WrestleMania and challenge for the Women's Championship. As Via Hell is back in the ring. And she does it as Via Hell beats Lyra Valkyria via countout. And because of that, she will be going to WrestleMania. I mean, the command lock may have not been her best attempt, but she was able to use her countout as a strategy. And because of that, she's now heading to WrestleMania to challenge Sol Ruka for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I bet people are shocked that despite Via Hell losing a lot of matches in 2025, he's now going to be on the WrestleMania card, competing for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Congratulations to Via Hell. As coming up next here on Raw, CM Punk will be here to call out Brock Lesnar 5 days before they wrestle in a Sin City Street Fight match at WrestleMania. As what does CM Punk have to say to Brock Lesnar ahead of their Sin City Street Fight match this weekend? We'll find out up next here on Raw. As we are back live here on Monday Night Raw, as CM Punk is, of course, getting ready to call out Brock Lesnar. Of course, these two will meet in the Sin City Street Fight match in 5 days at Night 1's WrestleMania. And of course, CM Punk, what is on his mindset? I mean, you can tell by the fans' perspective about CM Punk that this is a downgrade for CM Punk, considering he was in the main event of last year's Night 1 WrestleMania with John Cena when these two battled it out for the WWE Championship. And now this year, he's not going to be in the main event. And of course, you can make, of course, it is all due to his failed attempts at getting a shot at either the World Heavyweight or the WWE Championship. And of course, keep in mind, this hasn't happened with Punk once. Well, I mean, it did happen 2 years ago, because CM Punk was going to be in the main event against Samoa Joe, who won that year's Royal Rumble, and this was when Punk was the World Heavyweight Champion. However, AJ Styles caused Punk to lose his title 2 weeks before WrestleMania on the night Randy Orton cashed in his Money in the Bank contract. And of course, Punk, of course, would win the WWE Championship in November of that on the same year at Survivor Series, and he would hold it until the Backlash event. Then he had a shot against John Cena at Bash of Berlin. That didn't go well. Then he had a chance to either win the Royal Rumble or the Elimination Chamber, but things didn't go well. So we've all over the way. We've all that to the side. Let's see what CM Punk has to say about Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, you may have gotten the best out of me 2 weeks ago when you F5'd me, but now I am not waiting until Las Vegas to get my hands on you. I am ready. You know what? We don't need to wait till WrestleMania. How about you get your ass out here and we could give ourselves the preview of what is to come in 5 nights at WrestleMania. Oh boy, the referee's in the ring. Well, I mean, it's not really a match as... Oh boy, CM Punk is waiting for Brock Lesnar to come out. Will he do it? We're going to find out. Oh, here we go. Brock Lesnar's here. Because he's without his advocate in Paul Heyman. As Brock Lesnar, I mean, he's not waiting until WrestleMania. And of course, Brock Lesnar, of course, what can he be thinking about? Oh, CM Punk with a suicide dive. CM Punk, he's not waiting anymore. Oh, CM Punk with a reversal there. Things are not looking good for CM Punk heading into WrestleMania as Brock Lesnar is just laying mayhem to the best in the world. A German suplex. Oh God, he's now laying waste to CM Punk using a steel chair. Uh-oh, here we go! Because these two will meet in the Sin City Street Fight match in 5 nights at WrestleMania. And of course, Lesnar is pretty much getting his get back on Punk following his 2 embarrassing losses to him. Because the first one was at the 2K23 SummerSlam event, where Brock Lesnar lost his World Heavyweight Championship to CM Punk. And then the other loss took place last year at Elimination Chamber, where Brock Lesnar answered CM Punk's open challenge for the WWE Champion. CM Punk is looking to get his get back. A clothesline by Lesnar. And oh God, somebody get out here and stop this man. I mean, there's a referee. But the referee's barely doing anything about the situation. Uh-oh! CM Punk is fighting back with resilience! Oh God. What is Phil thinking about doing? Oh God. Lesnar is back to his feet. Lesnar is back to his feet. Uh-oh. CM Punk. JTS connects. CM Punk is looking to destroy Brock Lesnar ahead of the Las Vegas street fight match at WrestleMania. And now Punk is heading back to the ring. What is Punk thinking about doing? Oh God, is he going to do it? Thanks to the referee's screwage, I guess that's not possible. Another clothesline connects. CM Punk, he's getting embarrassed 3 times here. The first time was thanks to a referee, and Lesnar getting up this quickly. Uh-oh, he's gonna do it! Moonsault for the announce table as CM Punk completely destroys Brock Lesnar. Here tonight on Monday Night Raw, as could have been a fate in Las Vegas this Saturday. We'll have to wait and see as CM Punk completely destroys Brock Lesnar here on Monday Night Raw tonight. Live on March 14th and March 15th will be the first pay-per-view, aka Premier Live event, whatever you want to call it, for 2K26, as it is WrestleMania, as WrestleMania will be taking place in Las Vegas between 2 nights. And because you do not want to miss the first PLE of 2K26, named WrestleMania, coming your way on Saturday, March 14th and March 15th respectively, live on YouTube.
If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and then turn your notification bell on so you don't miss any content provided by
As we cannot believe the sheer chaos we just got with Lesnar and Punk, and of course Punk destroys Lesnar, and of course what is on Punk's mind heading into this weekend where he challenges Lesnar in the Sin City Street Fight match. We'll have to wait and see. But it is now time for the final main event of Monday Night Raw in WWE 2K25. As coming up next, the champions in World Heavyweight Champion Aleister Black teams up with the Intercontinental Champion Sheamus to battle their WrestleMania opponents in Braun Breaker and Rusev. Of course, who will gain momentum going into WrestleMania? Will it be the champions or the challengers? We'll find out, as that will be taking place in our main event up next here on the final Monday Night Raw of WWE 2K25. And that takes place up next. As it is now time for the final main event of Monday Night Raw in WWE 2K25. As it is Braun Breaker and Rusev versus Sheamus and Aleister Black. And of course, this is a big match. And of course, this is the final main event of WWE 2K25 for Monday Night Raw. And of course, we do have SmackDown coming up. Of course, SmackDown's looking jam-packed. Should we run down what's going on? Well, of course, as we do have Damian Priest versus Solo Sikoa, Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes versus Legacy, Pete Dunne versus Penta, Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss, and John Cena versus Randy Orton. Those are some big things that is happening on the final SmackDown before WrestleMania and the final show of WWE 2K25. Of course, it's been a hell of a roller coaster. I expect something will change with the new season coming up in 2K26, as 2K26 starts off with WrestleMania. Overall, we're cooking with big things heading into WrestleMania. And of course, we will be running down the WrestleMania card on SmackDown. But of course, Aleister Black was making his entrance, as of course he has had one loss since returning to WWE last summer, where he returned, instantly qualified for Money in the Bank. He won the annual thing, and because he's been on an undefeated streak, and then he would cash in at the end of the year. We cashed in on John Cena at Bad Blood, and wrestled and defended the title against names like Sami Zayn, Brock Lesnar, and AJ Styles. As for Sheamus, because he was in various world title hunts, however, he was never able to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship. But of course, he was able to win the Intercontinental Championship from Braun Breaker at SummerSlam. And because he's wrestled names like Jimmy Uso, The Miz, Kevin Owens, and John Cena. And of course, he is set to defend against Rusev at WrestleMania. And of course, will the Celtic Warriors still be champion, or will we have a new champion in the Bulgarian Brute, Rusev? Well, I mean, whatever his name is nowadays. Out next is Braun Breaker. Now, of course, Braun Breaker won the Intercontinental Championship at last year's WrestleMania from Bronson Reed. Then he would hold on to the championship and defended it against names like Lexus King, Andrade, and then of course he would lose, and then of course Trick Williams, and then he would lose it to Sheamus at SummerSlam. And of course, since his SummerSlam title loss to Sheamus, he's been trying to get himself into the main event scene. And of course, he did that by winning this year's Royal Rumble, and he is in the Night 1 main event against Aleister Black. And of course, we've got some big matches going on in WrestleMania weekend. And of course, you got Drew versus Over, Balor versus Priest, Bianca versus Rhea, then Punk Lesnar, Breaker Black, Styles Open Challenge, Rhodes Orton in the match that we were going to have at Bad Blood, but the match was cancelled due to Cody's injury. AJ versus Stephanie for the Women's World title, Reigns versus Rollins, and then John Cena's his final match in WWE history against Gunther, and that will take place in the main event. Out next, it is Rusev. And of course, Rusev, just like Aleister Black, returned to WWE last summer, because he was instantly in the Money in the Bank ladder match, where he may have been unsuccessful. But of course, since then, he's been on a pretty good winning streak. And of course, we're asking where things can go for Rusev after WrestleMania. What? Now, of course, who do you got winning? Champions or challengers? Match begins. As Braun Breaker and Aleister Black starting off here. And of course, these two wrestled last August on Raw, where Aleister Black suffered his first loss, courtesy of Braun Breaker. And these two will be in the Night 1 main event. As Braun Breaker heading to the top. Aleister Black with a reversal there. Braun Breaker with a reversal there. Good shoulder tackle there. Uh-oh. Oh, that was a terrible timing. Aleister Black now notice it. Rusev heading to the outside. Braun Breaker heads back to the ring. As Braun Breaker's son died. As Braun Breaker firing it up. No! No spear! As Rusev knocks out the referee. And he has Sheamus up to the ropes. Just chaos all over the place. The ref is knocked out. Referee gets back to his feet here. Hakawana. And Braun Breaker Rusev gets the win via a count out. And of course, it seems though the champions are not in a good, are not having some good momentum going into WrestleMania. I mean, it's imposing that the challenger has more momentum than the champion they will be wrestling for. And of course, Braun Breaker and Rusev gets the victory in our final main event here on Monday Night Raw in 2K25. And of course, good night everybody, as we will see you all for the final show of WWE 2K25, and that takes place this Friday on SmackDown.